Hi, my name is Orla, and today we will be discussing The Bibendum Chair by Eileen Gray. Eileen Gray was one of the leading members of the modernism movement. She studied art at the Slade School of Fine Art in London in 1898, and she soon became interested in furniture design and interior design. My favourite of Gray's designs is her iconic and beautiful Bibendum chair, which is easily one of the 20th century's most recognisable furniture designs, but unfortunately it wasn't appreciated enough at the time because she was a woman. She promotes modernism and feminism through historical, cultural, and social contexts, which we will discuss. So the chair has a curved tubular design and is very minimalistic. Has a leather seat and chrome finish stainless steel tube base and legs, and beechwood for the seat. The back and armrests of the chair have two semicircular padded tubes encased in soft leather. The chair is named after the Michelin Man, who's a cartoon character made of stacked tyres. He was created for a tyre company in 1918. Eileen Gray believed that the shapely body of the character was similar to the female figures shown in Renaissance paintings, and the chair is inspired by this and represents the female body with its curves. The design showed a feminine take on the masculine geometries and proportions of that time. So the Bibendum chair was designed in 1926 in a very male-dominated design era. After World War One, because of industrialisation and freedom, the design of the Bibendum chair was able to succeed, even though it was a lot later because she was a woman. During this time of industrialisation, which was promoted by modernism, there was the introduction of new materials such as metal pipework, tubular steel, and glass. And the chair uses tubular steel for the framework and the base of the chair. I've made a little model here out of sponge and acrylic paint and wire, and you can see the tubular steel on the base. They would have had new machinery at that time as well, which made the creation of the chair a lot easier. So the design wasn't so successful at the time because she was a woman, but it later did become very successful and is still being produced today. The price of the chair is £2,900, I believe, and it comes in all different colours. So after World War One, there were new ways of thinking, more freedom, women's rights developed, and Gray and the Bibendum chair was a big part of this movement, along with the help and influence of Le Corbusier. So there's an image here of Le Corbusier painting Gray's house. So he actually vandalised her house in France. The name of the house was E1027. So although they didn't like each other, Gray was influenced by him. The Bibendum chair is supposed to be a feminine take on Le Corbusier's chair called Grand Comfort, which is pictured here. And that chair was designed in 1928. You can clearly see how they were influenced by each other as he vandalised her home, and then she designed a feminine take on his angular masculine design. So the blown inflatable armchair of 1967 was influenced by the Bibendum chair. This was designed during the pop art movement, and this was influenced by Gray's Bibendum chair. As you can see, the three tire-like shapes in the design. You can definitely see how decades later Eileen Gray's chair has influenced designs. So society at the time believed that equality was very important, and design should be catered for all. Victorian styles previously had a lot of ornamentation and heavy decoration. Gray's design has a lack of ornamentation and promotes simplicity, fun and minimalism, and the design definitely eradicates those ideas seen in the Victorian period. The design reflects the Michelin Man and is a very inclusive design, which Gray has done on purpose. And the Bibendum chair is also a symbol for femininity in a male-dominated world, and this has motivated women to challenge social norms, even though at the time it may not have seemed like much was happening. In the future and in today's world, it has had a great effect. So yeah, the Bibendum chair is a symbol for modernism and femininity. The historical, cultural, and social contexts are very relevant, and they've had an effect on women in design and equality. Women in design at this time were not recognised enough, and maybe without Grey we wouldn't be where we are today with the design, and maybe women may not be recognised in design as much as they are today. Thank you for listening.